welcome back to another video. I'm Nods all around. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. Today I got some gameplay footage in my VR headset on Daily Race B for Gran Turismo 7. Today I will be using the Aston Martin V12 Vantage GT3. It tears up on the straights, gets you out of the corners pretty quickly if you know what you're doing. And this is probably my best race of the weekend. This is my first time posting actual videos on GT7 as I'm new to the whole racing sim world. But, if you like what you see, drop a comment, drop a like, let me know what you guys think. And without further ado, let's get into the race. Let's fucking do this, boys and girls and non-binary folk. Alright, so I just gotta try and stay up with the pack. I know this car is gonna dive bomb me in turn 1, so I just gotta be prepared for it. Our qualifying time was good enough to get us a podium start, come in on the rolling start, if you will. A couple things I immediately was looking out for in this race. We have two other V12 Aston Martins ahead of us, so we need to keep that in mind. You have this R8 that was behind us, which their qualifying time was not that far behind, so we just have to be mindful going into this first corner and see if we can come out unscathed. Alright, so coming out of this hairpin right here, you're going to see that the guy in first place just disconnects from the lobby. No clips out of the game. Kind of weird. I think in the previous game, at the very end, he got kicked out and he was in first place as well. So tough times for this guy, but we'll take the free position going into this end of the first lap. Alright, so start of lap 2. Nothing too crazy. We got a nice gap behind us. Trying to follow the same line as car in front of us. We get a little jumpy on the throttle right here. We catch it in time. Doesn't lose too much time. Luckily, he goes into the dirt. We're going to try and drop 2 gears right here. Get a clean entry and exit. Not slamming into that wall, but carrying as much speed as possible. It's a very tight and technical course, so you have to really lock in on a couple of these corners. This one's probably one of the easier ones because you can exit pretty fast, and the V12 has a great engine for that. All right, we're in second. First and third is like when we get onto the straights, we pull off, but they're slowly closing in, so we need to try and make these entries and exits as clean as possible while also trying to gain pace and get the draft off of my boy at first right here. So. No. Oh, we got a little too happy on the fucking throttle there, but we saved it.
Alright, going into lap 3, we're still in the gap between me and first. Definitely got a little bit wider. So we need to try and close it up right here.
Thankfully, we don't make the same mistake we did on the previous lap in that corner. However, the gap is pretty wide, as you can see here. The best thing that I've learned in situations like this, don't get desperate, don't try and speed up your line. Just try and be consistent as possible on these corners to shave down as little time as you need, because on a lot of these corners, sometimes these guys that are in first place, they get a little antsy and jump corners, and as I did on this previous hairpin on lap 2, you're going to see our player in first right here ends up making the same mistake, and it costs him a lot going into the final 2 laps.
Oh shit. Uh-oh, we were patient. He got a little jumpy on the throttle. Alright, now we gotta make sure this fucking person who's been following us doesn't close the gap. We gotta have clean laps going into these last 2. It's our race at our pace. Just like a qualifying lap.
Alright, so we're on lap 4. We're sitting pretty good in P1, being patient, being consistent. We're doing a pretty good job holding race pace right now. Staying on that tight line, trying to make sure this Porsche doesn't catch up with us. Now on the straights we can pull away because of that V12 and the killer acceleration it has. However, on these corners, his clean entries and exits is keeping him right within my pace. So keep that in mind as we're going into this final lap.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be on my neck going into the last lap here, but we gotta try our best.
Here we are on lap 5, still in first place. However, watch this Porsche in our rearview mirror. It's closing in pretty quickly. I told you it's the Titan technical chorus. Now watch what happens when you're too worried about the guy in front of you right here on this corner. Unfortunately, he broke late. He threw me wide. Thankfully, he was nice enough to realize what he did and let me back on. I don't think that was a dirty re-entry. I was trying to avoid the ignoring track limits penalty, so it is what it is. But here we are, basically side to side coming into this corner. I beat him on the acceleration slowly, and since it's at V12, it's pulling off pretty quickly.
Can we hold on? Can we hold on? Oh yeah, give me that shit, pussy. Yes, sir. And no penalty. Eat my fuck.
Whoa! My bad, guys. Sorry for the language. Clearly, the emotions were still boiling over, but we end up holding on for the victory, and I'm very happy with how it came out, especially with the clean race. No penalties, no weird crashes. And yeah, I really enjoyed this week's daily race B. The GR3 category is pretty fun. I really enjoy it. I will probably be playing the GR4 category daily race C. So look out for that. New weekly maps were just released, so look out for the streams. All the clips from this were pulled from my VOD. So if you guys like the content, let me know what I can do better. Let me know what I should change. If you like the VR POV, let me know how I can make it potentially better or what you would like to see more. With all that being said, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Tell me how your day's going, and please drop a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.